Hey, 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 welcome to the first video talking about coaching. And I am so excited that you want to learn more. However, I want to make sure that you get the full scope of what coaching entails. So, that being said, we're going to give you little bite size, and I'm starting my timer because I talk way too much. So, it'll be little bite sized pieces of coaching throughout the next few days. So you can listen, you can digest, and by the last day you can decide if this is a fit for you. Because guys, honestly, let me push my podcast microphone away. Honestly, I never want you to enter this business without all of the information. I want to work with the willing. I don't drag anyone along. So it's really super important that you pay attention to these videos. Super important that I keep an eye on my time so I make sure that I don't go over too much. I really want to keep these videos concise and to the point. But today's video is telling you a little bit about myself, because if you're here watching these videos, getting my emails, we've talked, we've chatted, we've gotten to know each other, and it's better for you to kind of get a deep dive into why a doctor. I am double board certified doctor. So I'm board certified in OBGYN and functional medicine. Why would a doctor like that do Beachbody coaching, right? Not only that, I've given up my practice altogether and I am full-time Beachbody coaching. So super important that you know my history. So I'm not going to belabor a ton of it. I became an OBGYN. I got married. I had twins in 2007. So a typical doctor, crazy doctor life up until I had the kids. Then it was like, okay, my life changed a little bit. We moved I'm from central New York. We moved to suburbia, New York City, moved back to central New York because we just needed a quieter life, basically. And when I moved back to central New York, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get my dream horse. So you have to know I am an animal lover. So if you love animals, we have that in common. I rescue animals, right? So my dog was a rescue. My cat was a stray. My only thing I ever bought at a pet store was my guinea pig. We're probably going to get another puppy because our puppy passed at 15 and a half in March, which is why I have my tattoo. First and only tattoo I have is paws. But the point is, I rescue animals. So what am I going to do? I'm going to rescue a horse, of course, right? So I rescue an off-the-track thoroughbred. And if you guys know racing, they're fast horses. They're big horses. So I can't even tell you the timeline, guys, but I rescued that horse and I fell off that horse and broke my back in May 22nd, 2012. And that's really where the story begins, because I was just living your typical chaotic doctor life until then. So, so I actually fell off the horse, broke 4 bones in my back. And I always say Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall and couldn't be put back together again, because the 4 bones I broke are attached to muscles and they can't reapproximate, they can't fix them. So I was forever going to be broken. So I was 3 days in the hospital, discharged on narcotics, lived on narcotics for 6 months. Fortunately, I do not do well on narcotics. They make me sick. They make me tired. I'm always nauseous, or else I would have probably been addicted, because that's how narcotic addiction begins. And I had a procedure on my back in October of 2012, and it got me back to work off of narcotics. But I wasn't practicing the full scope. I couldn't deliver babies anymore, and I couldn't operate because, even to this day, when my back acts up, forget about it, I shut down. Okay, so let's continue. I was in physical therapy. I'm a physical therapy, I don't want to say dropout, but failure, because they gave up on me after 3 tries of physical therapy, 3 separate times going back. I tried to go to the gym. People judged me for going to the gym to rehab. Shouldn't you be working? Why are you at the gym? So, in 2013, I think it was November, I saw an infomercial for a program called P90X. And it was a fairly difficult program. And I ordered it because the infomercial looks so cool. And I had not done anything. Guys, when I tell you I was atrophic, my muscles were atrophic, my nutrition was crap. I was sort of sinking into it. I don't want to say a depression, but I was sad, not motivated, not inspired to do anything. My life as I knew it was just over. So I was bored in my job. I was doing pap smears all day, which was so boring to me. So so I saw this P90X, got it, was offered a free coach to help me along. And I was like, yeah, no, I got this. The loner in me was like, yeah, no, I don't need anyone's help. So I got Shakeology, and here's what happened. I failed miserably at this P90X because it was a really hard workout. If I had had a coach, they probably would have been like, yeah, that probably is not the best workout to do coming right off a broken back. And Shakeology back in 2013, I could not stop it. It was on auto ship every month. I was so sick of vanilla and I could not stop it. I finally got someone on the phone months later. I was like, stop the Shakeology. And so I was a failure, guys. I like walked away going, that doesn't work. So over the course of the next, I don't know, 2 years, I was diagnosed with depression, which it was really adrenal fatigue. 2 different antidepressants didn't help my symptoms because I really wasn't sad. I just wasn't motivated, wasn't inspired, didn't really want to move my body, didn't really want to partake in activities outside the house because I feared judgment. And I actually had gotten into skincare to make my life more fun. And I was with a network marketing company with skincare. Really, in retrospect, looking back, it really wasn't my jam, really. But it was fun while I did it. Felt very salesy to me, but I got put in touch with an anti-aging doctor who offered me a job. So I remember the night I was sitting in bed reading her email, and I was like, honey, to my husband, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go back and do a functional medicine fellowship. He's like, what? Because this woman had, sight unseen, had offered me a job. So I did my fellowship. I started to get my life back a little bit. I started getting a little more positive, thinking like there's hope at the end of the tunnel or light, because I was changing lives again, which I had not done in a couple of years. So I took this job. I finished my fellowship. I did an oral exam, a written exam, all the things. But something was still missing, right? So May of 2015, I probably had watched her for a couple months scrolling through Facebook. I saw my kid's teacher posting about her workouts. And I was like, you know what? I've done this Beachbody thing again before, but I failed. And I freaking could not stop at Shakeology. I'm like, do I really want to do this again? But the problem is I was being judged at the gym. So I needed to do something. I just decided on a Monday morning, I'm going to wake up and take control. So I contacted her and I was like, okay, I have this broken back. I haven't done anything. What can I do? She was like, 21-day fix would be great. Sure, I'll get 20. This was back in the day where you had to buy individual workouts. So I did 21-day fix. And I was like, yeah, that freaking Shakeology, I don't want to do it because I couldn't stop it. She was like, oh, it's much better this time. This, da, da, da. I'm like, okay, I trust you. Like, I'll be able to cancel it or change my flavor or what have you easily. Yep. So I ordered. Guys, my life changed. I got the appropriate workout. I got into a challenge group. I got guidance. I restarted my Shakeology, and I had no idea how beneficial Shakeology was to my life until I stopped it, and then I couldn't go poop. But anyhow, that's a whole different story. So 8 months later, after dropping 10 pounds and getting my energy back and being basically a happier person, I'm telling you, within a month or two, nobody knew I was doing these workouts. I'd get up before the kids were up, my husband, and go do my push play for my 30-minute workout, come up, make my shake, move on with my day. My husband, after like a month or two, was like, what are you doing? He's like, you're looking better. You're happier. You're more energetic. Like, what are you doing? You're actually caring about what you're eating, and as opposed to going to the cupboard and getting a package of potato chips. And I was like, let me show you. So I took him to the basement, showed him the workout. He started 21-day fix, guys. I want to say, I'm keeping an eye on my time here. And then like within a couple months, he's like, what's that you're drinking every day? So I gave him a sip of my Shakeology, and I was like, he liked it. I was like, you get your own. So I have to explain my husband to you guys. He's in the box like a doctor, like doesn't believe anything until he sees it working. He saw it working for me. So he was already a believer. Like he had evidence day by day watching me progress through this journey. And same with Shakeology. He's sometimes more diehard than I even am. And I drink it like every day, but he's like diehard. Like he will just, some nights if I'm really full, I won't have it. And then he's like, I'm having my Shakeology. Anyhow, so it has impacted my life, my husband's life. He is in the best shape of his life. He eats so on point because of, I like to say because of me. My kids, their nutrition is so much better than it would have been had I not woken up. So this was the best decision I could have ever made. And the only thing I kick myself about is not starting it day one. When I started the workouts, that I didn't start coaching right then and there. I should have. I should not have waited 8 months. And I remember messaging my coach in January saying, I need to coach. Nobody ever asked me. I was just like, I need a coach. Like I just need to do this now because people need to know about this. I have so many overwhelmed moms that need a simple, effective workout and nutrition plan and want to feel amazing with the shake. And it totally is behind everything I stand for as a doctor. And yeah, that the rest is history. I've been doing it 3.5 years. I could not have been happier with my decision on day one as I am now. It has just completely transformed my life on so many levels. And my medical practice that I joined closed last April. So I was in that practice 3.5 years, and for financial reasons, it closed. So I am basically a full-time online health and fitness coach and building my brand around that. I am not Beachbody, guys. I am Dr. Renee Wallenstein, but the basis of what I have to offer is working with me in my online fitness community as a participant, as a challenger doing the workouts and nutrition program right along me, because my health and fitness is the number one priority. I can't fill their cup unless I fill my cup first. So as a coach, you need to have the desire to take care of yourself. Okay. And I'll tell you a little more about that in tomorrow's video, but what we do as a coach. But that is the basis of coaching. And or I help women not only get in shape and feel great and feel more energetic and more confident and sexier, but I help them build businesses as coaches, which is another true passion of mine. I essentially do a lot of extra work on my own, coursework, training, you name it, guys. And then I just give it to my coaches as like, this is what I'm doing and this is what's working. Because it's been a 3.5 year trial and error, which you're going to do yourself as a coach. Things work, things don't work. But at the end of the day, guys, I need that go-getter. I'm a type A, I'm dedicated, I'm disciplined. And I really need that person who's going to come out of the gate with me and be like, okay, let's do this. Let's do the best we can. I did it alongside my doctor job, 2-hour commute, working doctor job, raising twins. I was a competitive bodybuilder, which I forgot to mention, which is what all those trophies are about. In the Beachbody got me prepared for that, by the way. Yeah, I did so many things, and it's all just adding to the person I am, that I can actually help my coaches and my challengers get the best lives and businesses imaginable. Okay, so it's been over 10 minutes. So let's wrap this up. I'll be back with you tomorrow to talk about what we do as coaches. It's really pretty straightforward. I hope you continue to watch, and my goal is to keep them brief, succinct, on point, and give you the information you need to make an educated decision if this is right for you and working with me is right for you. Okay, guys, I love you with all my heart. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this to the end, and we'll see you back tomorrow.